Hello, my name is Paul Mathole, and I am rector of Holy Trinity Platts Church in South Manchester. And it is great to be joined by Helen, just to talk a little bit about your journey of faith, Helen. So, one of you might first of all introduce yourself and just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm Helen. I'm from Berkshire, down south near Reading, and I'm a third year optometry student in Manchester, so very intense at the moment.
Yes, quite a busy time.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's lovely to have you and to be able to chat with you about your journey of faith. And I just wonder if I could ask you, first of all, what was your experience of spiritual things before you got involved in the Christian faith? What's your kind of background in that sense?
So when I was young, I thought I went to Sunday school when I was christened and that sort of thing. But it was just somewhere that I went. It was somewhere that I'd go and I'd get a biscuit at the end on a Sunday with my mum, and sort of we go at Christmas, that sort of thing. But it was never, I never connected with anything. It was just somewhere that I went, and then I just kind of, because I wasn't connected, I just kind of got bored of it. But that was sort of probably about the age of sort of 12, 13, because my parents stopped going and then I just stopped going. So that was that really. And then I would have said I was atheist for probably about 5 years. When I was a teenager, I would have been like, no, I'm an atheist.
Yeah, okay. And so that's really interesting. And then how can you tell us about your journey kind of from there? How did you end up involved in Christian things and church and that sort of thing?
So I'd struggled with my mental health for a long time, most of my teenage years, or almost all my teenage years. And when I was about sort of 20, 19, I just sort of had a thought about God. I don't even know where it came from, but I just sort of had a thought about him. And someone on my hockey team had sort of had mentioned sort of like, oh, there's Platt and we go to church and all that. And I was going through a really bad mental health patch and I tried to end my own life. But then in that moment, I felt God's presence and I knew without a doubt that God was real and God was there and that God had saved me, and obviously for a reason. So I thought, well, he's saved my life. I kind of have to I'll live my life for him. I'll try my best and I'll do everything I can to, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I'm trying. I know it's been like maybe about 2-3 years. Well, yeah, that was in first year and now I'm in third year. And from then, my love for Jesus and God has just grown. And the more understanding I get, the more love I have and the more I can relate to it. And that's the thing, when I was younger, I just never connected with it. And actually having the real sort of how it can help you in your life and how it can change your life, it did change my life and it saved my life.
That's an amazing story. And did you get drawn into things here at church along the way?
So I started going to SBS, so the student Bible study we do. And when I first started going, I knew a bit, but I had very, very minimal Bible knowledge. But even just the community and the people, and people just be caring when I was having a really bad time mentally, and the love that people that didn't really know me were showing me. Yeah. And it's like, wow, these people care for no real reason, but they just care and show loads of love. And I was like, that's something I want to be involved in.
That's amazing. And I would love to have more time to be able to kind of talk about the ins and outs of that and hear that journey. But part of this project that we're thinking about connecting with those who don't have much faith background. And I just wonder if you've got any sort of thoughts or advice for churches or church leaders who are thinking, I'd really love to be able to try and do that more and connect with people who don't have much of a faith background.
What I was thinking is sort of connect to people on real life issues they're having, because obviously the eternal part of Christianity is fantastic and that's a great thing, but there's so much that it can do for you in this life as well. And there's so much it can help you with and help you grow as a person on this earth in this life. And change this part of your life. So I just sort of say, think of the problems that people are actually having and things people are actually struggling with, and how Christianity and God can help them with that now. Because lots of people that aren't religious sort of don't really care about the long-term implications. They want fast results. Sort of, what can they do? What can it do for me now? And although not everything's now, there is a lot that is now.
And certainly from your own experience, there were some vital things that were happening that were very real for you, and that was really important.
Definitely.
Helen, thank you so much for sharing your sense of your journey and just some of those thoughts. It's really great to talk to you. So thank you so much.
That's okay. Thank you.